set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and our home team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Right side, it's Bettis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I know you ain't got it. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Check. Crunch. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, San Diego.
Come on, set. 57. Hey, watch your leg. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 57, Mike. Mike 57. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I'm coming after you. 49 to Mike. Try. Silver. 22, Jet, Baba. 22, Jet, Baba. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run. Mike's 49. Come on, boy.
He'll drop to throw. That one complete to Bettis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Ready. 10-2, son. Watch the back. H3, 2-8. Let her.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
SOS.
Why? Who? Out. Dog. Check.
He's coming. Double up.
Why?
He's coming. Double up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check nickel.
Check. Fresno. Slam.
Shift.
Check 26. Hard. Hey, check 24. Whip.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Yep. It's your exit. It's just me and you. Gone. Head. Ready.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deeper. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pick the edge. Go. Under crunch. Ready. Check safety.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Alert flare. Big edge. Leo. Yep. Check 99. Pilot 64, weak.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
18's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Huh? Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least you're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Pete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear a coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. In your face. Check 43.
Tight dog.
Delta. Set, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's go now. 60, orange.
No. Rush in.
My 7, let's go.
Watch the slip. Mike 18. I got it.
2nd and 3. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, turn it up.
See it. Switch.
You got tight.
Ready, go.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready up. 18's the mic. Blue dog worker.
Sponge. No.
Squeeze. Get in there. Jam. Check 31.
Jim.
Go.
Motion.
What happened?
On the ground, it's Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Go!
Mike 18.
I'm coming after you. Smoke. Watch 18. What happened?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, defense. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Mike 56. Mike 56. Run. Arvin. Mark 56. Check 56.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
San Diego, first down.
Ready. 60 on. 50. Here we go. Check. Check out route. Hot. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Shift. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Check. Alert 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A gain there of 30 big ones. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Ready. Or big.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Danny.
Mike 55.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready.
Mike, 50 seconds.
Squeeze, double. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 80 weapon. Motion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Watch the pass. Watch the twist.
Recon, 132 fight.
Now a toss play to Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Lock it.
Show it. Switch.
They'll run here with Eckler. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Get him, boy.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Check 13.
36. Hey, switch gears.
Rat.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check 24. Watch 2066. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, as time expires in the first half, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 9. Hang out. Dog. Ricky. Charlie. Lucky.
2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First position. Possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch the run.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check, check, check. Shift, shift. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Yep. 25, check 25, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Rock. Sit. Sit up, got one. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 9. High. Hey, watch it, watch it. Ready, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards. Now Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, 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 kill. Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, up. Mike 9, Mike 9. Bound to lose one.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Yep.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Out, out. Hey. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. I got it. Gone, gone. Check, check, check. He's down. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Chopper, chopper. Go, go. Motion, motion, motion. Leo, slam. Shift, shift. Check 26, check 26.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. See it. On. Yes. Twist, 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 twist. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 49. Ready.
Here is Eckler. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Shift, shift, shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Undercrush. Squeeze, squeeze. Get in there. Lock it. Check safety. Check the backer, check the backer.
It's Eckler again.
Go, go.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Watch the edge. Check 99, check 99. Bam. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Ready.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Check 50, check 50. Shift, shift, shift. Sit hut. Haywood.
2nd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. 8, read. Here we go, here we go. Check 24, check 24. Check 43. Tight dog, tight dog, tight. You're out. No, no, no. Off. Yep. Nine the mic. Back.
On the give, this is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Pull it together. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
2nd and 13. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, they'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Check 31, check 31.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 37, check 37. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Shift, shift. Shift. Wow. Check. Ready, ready. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Wide, get wide. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Jumper, jumper, jump hard. Check 3, check 10. Mike 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. All day, baby, all day. Under 10, under 10, 10. Go. Motion. Mike 18, Mike 18.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 66. Bullet ride. The Twins.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Gone. Showing it. Twin. Neo. Head up. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch Twins. Watch Twins. Hatchet. See it. Oh. Yep. Protect. Check 13. Check 13.
36.
Ready, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bang. General. West. He's crashing. Hey. Check 52. Now. Mike 18. Hey, watch the slant.
Right back to him on first down.
Let's go. Come on. Run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Squeeze. Get in there. Set, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Oh, you got deep? Shift. Lock it. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. 61. Matchbox. Right. Go. Box trap.
Hey, we got a seal.
Hey, let's get them home. Ready.
Looking to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Ready, go.
Line 9. Go. Hey, watch it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 4. Slam.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Ready, ready. Kill. Check three. Check three. He's checking. Crash.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
49, guys. Mike, 49. SOS. Out. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Check 26. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch the whip.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa. And it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Watch out. 49, check 49. Shoot. Stick man. Check 6 guys. Pick the edge. Come. Undercrush. You're out. Undercrush. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. One more extra point attempt for good measure. So it is up and good, and what was a one-point game to the very end actually winds up an 8-point victory. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the home team here, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.